Y'all can't even hear me. I'm talking, y'all couldn't even hear me. My bad. We didn't have a time trying to connect both YouTube and TikTok, Twitch. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. But what's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's the good word? Good to see y'all. Good to be seen. So listen, today I thought, I said, like, people typically have a major problem with learning like the layers, like how to basically like layer media inside of DaVinci Resolve Fusion. So I thought, like, just to kind of like make things a little bit simpler, I thought maybe I'll show y'all just something that I was working on. And it just kind of made sense to me. It kind of dawned on me, like, how easier would it be if people just named your merge node as a layer? So in this scene right here, I'm in the garage, I'm walking up. The thought process with this scene is to have like a stack of TVs, right? Analog TVs, the big back joints, you know what I'm saying? The big back TVs, the analog joints, the Panasonics. I don't know if y'all remember, but yeah. And basically a stack of TVs right there. And I'm just kind of looking at the things that's playing on it. And part of the process with this is that I have to do, obviously, green screen keying. I was going to do a luma keyer right here, which luma keys, like it kind of keys out your luminance values. I was going to do a luma keyer right here, and I was like, nah, actually that'll be kind of dope if we layered it. So that's how we got to this point. And I said, let me go live and just kind of teach that layer process. So how I kind of thought about it was, let me see. Let me go. That's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. How I kind of thought about it was, I said, okay, if we were just to use media N1, which is the original footage, and then we kind of just masked it, right? That would be considered to be one layer. That would be considered to be one layer. And then I said, how could I explain this to other people, like, who don't really deal with Fusion? They might be used to a layer-based system like Adobe Premiere or After Effects, right? And basically, it's the same thing inside of Fusion. We call our layer nodes or our layers merge nodes, right? And I said, maybe people would be more adept to understanding the Fusion process if we just clicked rename and named it layer, right? Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. You could say, like if we renamed it again, we could say like mask layer person, right? Mask layer person. And for me, the person would be here. And just kind of connect it. Let me see. Let me disconnect some of the stuff I had already done. There we go. Yeah, and then just kind of connect it. Where we at? Okay, I came through large. Okay, so I think I had this one sized already. So boom, and then connect, and then delta keyer. And if you can see, I now have two layers, right? So that first layer is me. I'm sorry, the first layer is the light, just kind of ellipsed or circled out. That's the first layer. And then the second layer, I have me over that mask. So yeah, I was just thinking about that. But yeah, I do want to show y'all what I'm working on though. So we're getting ready to do basically a relaunch of one of my businesses. And I'm dramatic. Like I gotta come back with a bang. I gotta leave with a bang. Yeah. I'm dramatic. It's like that. It's like that. Your boy different. I gotta. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it right. So that's what I'm working on today. So we're about to get ready to take these two layers over into Blender and just kind of start formulating that scene. And I am going to render them in layers. I am going to render them in layers. So what I'll do is I'm going to go to the deliver page. I'm going to type in I for in. Basically, that's where I wanted to start at. And then O for out. Now, one thing I forgot is that I shot this in OpenGate. So when you shoot in OpenGate, it's not your regular aspect ratio. So I need to go back and just kind of zoom in a little bit to get those bars off the side. And yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we zoomed in a little bit. We got the bars off the side. And so now I can get ready to deliver this. Get ready to deliver this. We'll do an EXR sequence. So let me get my folder right first. Let me get my folder right. We'll do an EXR sequence to the think tank. And I started this yesterday with one of the other shots. So I'll give it a new folder. I'll give it TV scene. Select, and we're gonna go. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? We'll go EXR, RGB half, DWAA, quality best, export alpha. Unclick the bypass, re-encode when possible, and we will go to the render queue and allow that to render. Allow that to render out. I guess I didn't make that layer, so maybe that's the first mistake of the day. That's the first mistake of the day. Alright, so we got that done. Let's go back and disconnect one of these layers, so we'll have, I'll disconnect this one. So we'll have this like this. Move this out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll click fit. There we go. And so we'll have that as a different layer. And I will give that oh my bad, I ain't even got the chat up, y'all. Give me 1 second. Chat. Chat. There's something going on. Okay, so I can't see the chat either. So let me pull it up on my phone. It's crazy. We having technical difficulties all throughout this stream, and it's been like that all day. First we couldn't get loaded in, then it was like, yeah. And I gotta remember every now and again to check the TikTok chat, because I'm terrible with that. I'm always, terrible with that. So, all right. Anyway, let's get this over here. Think tank. What did we name that? We named it TVC. I'm gonna go in here and give that a separate folder, and we're gonna name that person layer. Select that folder, and then we will deliver the exact same settings to that folder. All right, let me get this channel. Is there an echo? I think somebody told me it's an echo. All right, so we got that. We're rendering that right now as an EXR sequence. We're rendering that right now as an EXR sequence. We're about 90% there. And we're done. Okay, cool. So let's hop into Blender right now. Let's jump into Blender. I'm gonna close DaVinci Resolve. Gonna hop over into Blender 4.5. Hop over into Blender 4.5, and we're gonna start bringing that in so we can formulate the scene. And I'm gonna switch my music because I cannot listen to the instrumentals of my songs all throughout this thing, or else I'm just gonna kind of go crazy. All right, so we in Blender 4.5. And first thing I like to do is I like to delete everything within this scene. I like to start fresh. So let's bring in what we just rendered out. Shift A, mesh, and we'll go image or mesh plane. Then we'll go right to the think tank where we set up the T scene folder. I really do have a better idea, but I'm going to do this just now for just as an example. I got a better idea of how we could do this. I think I would prefer to image project. I would prefer that. What's up, Nikki? What's the good word, man? How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh-oh. We didn't set that up as an image sequence. So all except for the camera, and I want to delete those. Oh, it deleted the camera too. That's cool. That's cool. I'll bring my camera back in. All right, and bring in, I got something better. We're gonna type in could have sworn I saved that yesterday, but if I didn't, it's cool. I'll just bring this in right here. And all this extra stuff we don't need. So we just need the plane. So we don't need none of this. We'll delete that. And then we don't need none of I want to make sure I don't delete the actual there we go. It's right here. Go back right here. Okay, boom, boom. All right, now all this other stuff we can delete. We don't need this. We don't need none of that. Now bring that plane back. Bow, bow. Now we're gonna do some image projection. I think that's the easiest way to do it. GX. And I am going to tab over into edit mode, and we're going to lift up on the Z axis. I'm going to need more real estate. He said, I'm good. The music too loud? Yeah, I think it's coming through in my headphones too. So you know what? We good. We can go without the music for a second. It's all good. Yeah, so lift that up just like that. Go back to object mode, and I am going to image project the footage that we just rendered out. And I got to do that by giving it a texture, going over to the shader editor, and Shift A, image sequence. And then we go over to where we saved it, which is going to be TV scene. Boom. Import image sequence, cyclic auto refresh in to get that out of the way. Plug this in here. I really got something I'm finna show y'all today. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, and it's gonna be quick too. alpha to alpha, and then emission to color. And then let's light it up. Let's see what we got. Let me go timeline. All right. So right away, that looks off, right? It looks like, yo, like that's not going to work, Leon, because why is it on the floor, right? Well, let's change it to sRGB so we can get our color back, right? We'll go to the actual camera. It looks like it's on the floor until I click the actual camera and we go to new camera project node group. Now, this is part of the Compify add-on from Ian Hubert. So if you download Compify, you get access to the camera project node. So basically, it's just going to tell your camera to project the image directly from your camera's point of view. So if I go here now, back to the material, and I go Shift A, and I go Group, Camera Project, and then connect the vector to vector, bang, right? You're like, well, dang, that's sweet, but it's two of you, is it? So if we take this from repeat to clip, now it's only one. And then I can turn down this emission because I'm way too bright. So about right there. And so it's projecting the image directly from the camera, from the camera's perspective and point of view, directly onto the geo. So, and what's sweet about it is no matter where I move the geo, it's going to be projected automatically from the camera. So let me see. Actually, I said that backwards. Wherever I move the camera, it's going to project onto the geo from its perspective. All right. And so basically with this scene, I'm going to do a little bit of, now you might say, well, why did we keep this circle right here? Why did we keep that circle? Because I tried to magic mask it. And when I tried to magic mask it, I was getting all this banding around here from the luminance. I guess the luminance is like how bright it shines, right? So I was getting all this banding and all this weird artifacts around my hair. So I said we could just keep it and we could turn it into a TV, right? So in order to do that, it required me to have two different layers. And this being the first layer, right, which gives us the full image. But if I go to the asset browser and I go to television, let's say I bring in a TV and I put it right there on that wall. Let's rotate it until it's the right orientation. I'll rotate on the Z-axis and bring it down, and maybe we could size it up. Now you're like, Leon, that look like you got a TV on your head. It look like, yeah, that don't even look right, right? Right. Until I bring in a mesh plane. Uh-oh, my bad. Shift A. We go to mesh. Is it mesh? No, it's image. Image mesh plane. We go to that person layer. And we go from the latest to the greatest. Right? And this should force reload, detect image sequence, have emission, and it should clip. Now when I bring that in, if we line this up closer to the camera from the perspective of the camera, and we just kind of try to match the exact sizing, let me cyclic and then sRGB. Match the exact image sizing. So I want to line the feet up with the feet, line the hands up with the hands, until it's like the same exact size. Just gotta kind of play with it sometimes. That's about good enough, right? So where is this at? So this is the layer with just my head on it, right? So if we play that, we're seeing that the footage does line up. How close am I to the camera? Okay, I'm very close to the camera. Very close to the camera. Okay, cool. We might be able to push this out just a little bit more and size it up. Nope, size it Let's see, GZ. And this is kind of like a cheap way to composite. I mean, not cheap. I won't say cheap. I'd say it's more so. Fraser K, what's good now? What's good, man? How you doing? Good to see you, man. This is not a cheap way to composite. I'd say this is a cheat code for sure. Definitely a cheat code. So if I size that TV up, because remember I want it to be a stack of TVs. I mean, I don't want it to be like too crazy. I don't want it to be too crazy. But I do want to size it up. And I want, because I have a little banding around my hair in this scene, I want that screen directly in front of me. So that when I move, it will look like, you know, let me go to EV. It'll probably, but I forgot the lighting doesn't show in EV. Okay, let me do some denoising. Because we are running into an issue right now where I see that flicker, and I don't know why I see the flicker. Because we shouldn't. But all in all, I'm in front of the TV. All in all, I'm in front of the TV. So if I grab, let me see, it could be something that I did here. Image sequence, alpha, pre-multiplied. Could also be the emission. Or that. Okay, I'm thinking it's probably the emission then. We got some banding, some artifacting. I don't know why. But if I were to Alt D, Alt D, Alt D, Alt D. Yeah, man, I think this is pretty dope, man. I think it's a quick way to composite. He said, what kind of photos? Photos? You like, as far as like, how did I render this out? This was an EXR sequence. This was an EXR sequence. So, and you can also, it works with video. It works with video just as well. But yeah, we're about to have some fun with this. We're about to have some real fun with this. Stack of TVs. All playing different moments. Doesn't have to look, you know, grammatically correct or you know, nothing crazy. Like we could even like rotate some of these to kind of make them look off kilter. You know, if we had a stack of TVs, they wouldn't all look, you know. Let's move some stuff over. Boom. We'll play with the sizing of it just a little bit later. We won't focus on that right now, because I want to get the good stuff out of the way. You know, we want to. He says, sorry, I'm talking to Fraser K. Fraser K, I'm good, just editing some photos. Ah, okay. Yes, sir. RZ. And then some of them wouldn't be the same size. So let's change the sizing on some of them. So size that down. We'll size this one down. Just kind of randomly size them down. Right? We gotta leave that one like that. We can size this one down and then kind of bring this one behind it. GZ, GY, kind of behind it. Yeah, like that. Because I want to completely cover up that edge of that halo right there. Oh, you shot a basketball game over the weekend. Yes, sir. High school basketball. That's what it is. All right. Let's see. X, delete, GX. All right, cool. Yeah, that kind of fits. That kind of fits. Let me give myself a floor, because right now I'm standing in open space. So and it's crazy with this because when you give yourself the floor, the lighting from the TVs are going to show on the floor. So bring that up till it hits the bottom of the TV screens, or the bottom of the TVs. This one can't be floating in midair. This joint got to come down. And we could rotate that one on the Z axis to kind of shine there. Bring this one down to about right there. GX, bring it over. All right. This one is kind of floating a little bit. We'll bring that one down. High school basketball, you say great. Yeah, basically get these ones that's floating. Get them to kind of just sit. And the reason why I you know, Ian Hubert made so much sense when he talked about this process, because it's the easiest way to get photorealism out of 3D in Blender, and it's by image projecting actual like real textures. So like if you want your 3D to look real, use real images or real textures or real real footage, real world footage. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, let's see, what else could we do? I would say let's bring in a little bit of fog, right? Let's bring in a little bit of haze. So if we bring in some haze, we'll scale this up all the way over. Let's go ahead and size this floor all the way so it looks like I'm in a room. And if we turn this cube into principled, we'll delete the principled BDSF, and we'll bring in a principled volume, and we'll connect volume to volume. It'll go dark until we play with the density values, which is 0.002. Nah, that's too bright. Let me see. Why am I zoomed in so close? There we go. 0.02. Nah. We'll go 0.9. Nope. Let me see. I want to get it a little bit lower than what it is. So, and it's hard to do it with the mouse because the okay, 0.60 don't look bad. 0.100 looks a lot better. Leon Cuttem, I'm thinking about buying a used Lumix S5 on MPB for 800. Do you think it's still a good deal in 2026, or should I be looking at something else? Does the Lumix, does it shoot RAW? That's the big question for me nowadays. Like, does it shoot RAW, and what is the you know, what is the I was gonna say pixel count, bro. I'm not there. Let me see. Yeah, what is the resolution? What's your highest resolution? Is it 8K, 4K? Is it, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember the specs of the Lumix S5. But if it shoots RAW, and you're at least, wait, but 800 is, hey, 800 for anything right now. I forget it. Don't even answer that question. Don't even answer that question. 800 for any camera right now is yeah, get it. Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer. 800 for anything right now. You got to take that. You got to take that. You got to lock that in. You got to lock that one in. All right, so and let me look at it. How about this? We look at it. We can look at it. Let's see. Lumix S5. Let's look at the specs. For 800, man, if you don't get that, lock in. Lock in. Lock in, brother. Lumix X5. So is it the Mark II or is it just the Mark 1? Even if it's the Mark 1, lock. Well, hold on. Let me see. Mark 1. Let me see. Lumix S5. on B&H is Lumix S5 is, yeah, lock in. If you get it for 800, lock in. Man, grab that. 24.2 megapixels, 4K 60, 10-bit internal recording. B&H trying to get my location and all of that. Going somewhere. 4K 60, dual native ISO. Let's see what we got here. 5-axis sensor shift image stabilization. That's crazy. So you got IBIS. ISO between 51,200 up to 7 frames per second shooting. 96 megapixel high res mode, dual SD card slots. Yeah, brother, you might want to go ahead and lock that in for that 800. You might want to lock that in. Yeah, so it's a workhorse, photo and video. Full frame. Yeah, man, hybrid cameras for sure. Nikki said Mark 1 on MVP, external only. To get raw video, you must output a signal to HDMI. So like an Atomos. Yep. Like an Atomos Ninja V or a Blackmagic Video Assist. I need a hybrid camera. Yeah, man, those workhorses. For sure. I won't be getting another camera for a very long time. Very long time. I'm on well, yeah, C50 and the R5C. I won't be getting another camera for a very long time. He said those TVs come with the emission light. Yes. So they're already locked in with the emission lights. Yeah, but I'm changing it though. I'm gonna be putting in some different images, so we will see the actual lighting from the TVs on me and on the ground. Let's see. Let me turn down this emission strength on me. And if I do that, then I could possibly back up closer towards the camera. GX. I got to figure out why that one's flickering like that. So probably just the way that I rendered it. But boom, I walk into the room, I see the TVs, and I'll go back and re-render this differently. And I see what I mean when I said I was getting the artifacting around the hair. I got to go in and change that. So I'll have to re-render this layer of me later. But for right now, I want to build out this scene. So I walk in, I'm looking around, I look that way. So it must mean that I need TVs over here too. The stack ain't big enough. So I'll grab about 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and I'll Alt D. Bring them over, and I'll rotate on the Z axis because they would have been facing toward me. And they obviously are up pretty high. So I'll Alt D, and we'll just kind of play with it a little bit. Yeah. And then if we add, well, these aren't necessarily the best looking. But if we play with the camera movement a little bit, which is another thing that comes with that Ian Hubert, he said pre-mult issue. I don't even know what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Explain to me, what's pre-mult? I don't know what that is. But if we do depth of field and I say focus on me as the object, we can kind of blur out the background a little bit. F2.8, I'll probably go like F6 wouldn't be bad. It's not bad. Then what else can we do? We can do, let's add some lighting to the room. So like we in the fog already, right? So maybe we'll do a spotlight. Let me see. If I was to add a light. We do a spotlight. I like spotlights in these type of scenarios because they are super cinematic. Now we do have the lights from the TVs already shining, so we don't want to go crazy. But at the same time, what if, uh-oh, I lost the light. There we go. What if at the same time, let me just turn up the power, and I'll just kind of turn up the exposure. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I would have liked to know what that is, so that way I could have kind of researched it and you know. And it's always way more cinematic to shoot lighting toward the camera. Always shoot shadow side. That's too bright. We want a narrower cone. And we could turn up the power. And then what I'll do is I'll probably turn off that depth of field. Turn off the depth of field, which will be in the camera. Let me see. Yeah, with the depth of field off, does it? And then I think what's crazy about this is that if I were to change just one, let me see. If I change just one, it should have, let me see, where are you? Where are you? Yeah, it changes them all. So I can animate this and make it, you know. But I'm going to use an image anyway. I'm going to use image. So let me open DaVinci Resolve up and we'll start utilizing some images. Or I'm trying to think of the images that I want to use. Yeah, let's open up DaVinci Resolve and let's start getting these images, these videos, because I'm going to have it playing videos. So if we open up DaVinci, and this is a fairly quick thing to do. This is fairly quick. I mean, I think we can make this scene kind of crazy. We can make this scene kind of crazy. Like I might add like a little hand holding up like one TV in specific. Add like a little hand with the spotlight shining down, and it has one TV in its hand. That's really like one of the special moments that I want to put in this thing. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you said pre-mult. So this is, oh yeah, it did it in here. It did it in here. So we know that that's a DaVinci Resolve issue. For sure, for sure. Could it be that I didn't do the transcode? Bypass transcode whenever possible or something like that I did. Could be that. Could be that. All right, what was I doing? All right, so I came here to get, footage of like videos. I want to see how you do this. I wanted to create a room full of TVs playing different videos. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. It's like, I think it'll be dope. So y'all about to see like a lot of like media. I don't really care because I don't really have nothing to hide. So let me see if we do. I want media from. What do I want media from? You know what? I think instead of searching for all this specific media, why don't I just get the media that I know for a fact, like where it is? Let me see. Because there's some media that, yeah, I don't want to have to go through everything. Oh, this was sweet. This was sweet. This was when I went to Vegas and we had the drone flying. That was sweet. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's just go to the place where the media is, because it wouldn't make any sense for me to sit here and search. He said, ask Fraser K for some footage. I feel you. I got some specific footage that I want to use though, and I know exactly where I'm going to get it from. I'm actually going to get it from, believe it or not, my YouTube channel. And where are we going to get it from? We are going to get it from videos that are currently, I think they even might be unlisted. Or you know what? Even better. Even better. And I'm going to put this over on this screen too so you guys can see it. I just want to make sure that I get there first. Okay, so clips from videos that I actually want to save. And we're going to bring that here. And let me also figure something out. Hold on one second. I want to figure out, I just need the screenshot or screen record hotkey. I think it's like Windows Shift S. Screen record hotkeys. Windows. And it is, why are you taking forever to load? Okay, it is Windows Shift S. Yeah, Windows Shift S. All right, so I got a couple of videos that I want to, this is one of my businesses that I own and that I also operate, and I'm trying to basically get some screen recorded footage. So Windows Shift S, and we're going to do video, and I'm going to select my recording area, which is going to be a rectangle, and I'm going to record this here and start. All right, it's recording. And stop. That's good. That's one clip. We can go to another one. Yeah, save that. We'll save it under, okay, cool. Yeah, save it under videos. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Now, with the next one, we'll go close that. We'll go let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Windows Shift S. I want this area, and we are going to, why does it not give me the record option? Capture. It just gave me a screenshot. Windows Shift S. Here we go. Let's get the video. And we are going to start the recording. Speed it up. Oh no, yeah, we don't want no copyrights in this video. I'm sorry, we cannot play that. But yeah, just oops, my bad, I did it again. Just videos playing. All right, that's cool. Stop. Save that one. And I'm literally just gonna go through screen recording videos from my Instagram. We'll do this one. Windows Shift S. Video. Boom. Start. And it's not recording the entire screen. It's literally just recording the box that I told it to select. All right, so that's playing. And the thing about Blender, the sweet thing about Blender is that you can put these on loop. You can make them loop. So that way I don't have to worry about, you know. Let's see, let's try, no. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this one. Windows Shift S. Record, and we'll go from here to here and start. Now, if you already have your media, let me see from here. Wait, if you already have your media, you don't have to do like the screen recording thing that I'm doing right now. But for me, I don't know where all this media is on these 60 something terabytes drives that I have. So I just, yeah, I'd rather go with the screen recording option. So we'll let that kind of do its thing. And we'll stop. Let that save. And I don't know how many different TVs we got. I'm not gonna, spend all day, screen recording. But there are some instances. Windows Shift. Windows Shift S. This is the area I want to record. I did a screenshot. Windows Shift S. That's a weird combination. It's a weird combination. I did it again. All right. Windows Shift S. Video. Boom. Boom. Start. I recently was contacted by someone claiming to be a VFX director on Instagram about a job. We exchanged Discord, but I haven't heard a word from them in 2 weeks, despite them saying we'd start tonight. Man. Has anyone else experienced this? Starting to think it was a scam, feeling pretty bitter about wasted time. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, wait, what were they? They were a VFX director on Instagram about a job. I've never had that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had that. Only reason why I'm saying now, granted, I don't know, man. I wouldn't feel bitter if I was you, though. I wouldn't feel bitter. It's more so like, the things that are for you won't run away. All right, so we got this one. What is that, 15 seconds of that one? Yeah, we got that one. And we will, of course, save that one. So we got about 5 or 6 videos right now. I'll do a couple more. Before we get back into Blender. Oh, that's a screenshot. Windows Shift S. Video. Yeah, Nickies, man. The things that are for you, brother. All right, we can press stop on that one. Each video, about 15 seconds is good enough. About 15 seconds is good enough for each video. There is some more specific videos that I want to get that are in pertaining to this event, which this is a good video. Well, no, not really. This is a good video. Windows Shift S. I did the screenshot thing again. Windows Shift S. I did the screenshot thing again. Windows Shift S. Video. Yeah, crazy, right? You get the cursor out of the way. Scratch test. Yeah. I remember that moment. That was a good moment. That was a real good moment. All right, that's about 20 seconds. We ain't here for the whole video. We'll save. and maybe one more before we roll out, and I'll finish the rest. Just kind of, you know. Let me see. This one, of course. Windows Shift S. Oh, that's a screenshot. Did it again. Windows Shift S, video, then start. We'll let that one run a little bit. That's a little montage. Yeah, this one can be kind of split up. This one can be kind of split up, so let that run through a little bit. And where are we? About 40 seconds? Yeah, there we go. Got the logo. And then we can stop. Okay, cool. All right. And what I'll do now is we'll head back to Blender. We'll head back to Blender. I'll close the snipping tool. I'll bring this back over here and close this. We can close DaVinci Resolve for now, because remember, well, I won't even close it. I'll minimize it. All right, so now it's as simple as this. We delete the actual texture there, and we just click open. And where did we save those? We saved them under videos. Yeah, we just start bringing them in. And if I'm correct, if I unplug the color ramp, if I unplug the color ramp and I plug in that, they automatically start coming onto the screen. Now I don't want it on every screen. Which one was that? That looks like, let me see. Frames, clip, frames, clip. I think this is that's a whole nother screen record. I did the wrong one. Open, videos. Oh yeah, that was from August. I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's start with these. All right, so this is the one that we just did. So these are showing in black and white. I do want to change that because I'm gonna need some saturation. We can, let me see. But it's crazy because you see how the environment is taking on the lights from this. Let me see, what happens if I plug this into the factor? And then the color. That's not bad, but I want it to actually, okay, material output, emission. Multiply. No, we don't want this color ramp. I could tell you that now. I actually think I want a principled BDSF because that will give me, I don't want this on every TV. Let me take this out of here and I'll put this into here. There we go. There we go. Now I got the actual video. Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. And I can set the frames of that video. That video, we'll just do like whatever, right? And then I'll go to the next one. Oh, okay, so they're linked. I have to create, so they're linked. They're linked. How can I unlink them? I just got to unlink them. Once I figure out how I unlink them, it'll be good. Unlink. How would I unlink these? Well, duh, Leon, just unlink that, move it, Shift A, image, texture, boom, boom. And where's that one I just played? I'll reopen it, doesn't matter. Videos, just a completely different one. Oh, but that's crazy. Is that because it's on UV? Because I don't want it to be, I don't want the same clip to play on every one. Yeah, I don't want the same clip to play on every one. So I got to figure this out. And it's going to be with the, it's going to be over here with this stuff. So maybe instead of UV, because it's UV mapped, I don't want it to be UV mapped. Maybe, nope, that's still going to be the same thing. Oh yeah, here. No, that's not it. Generated vector. UV is obviously the way. Texture. It's linked somewhere, and I have to figure out how to unlink it. Otherwise, I could just, hold on a second. Each TV can, oh wait, ooh, that's kind of dope. What if the TVs just come on? First I entered the room and it's dark, and then the TVs just come on. Like, bow. That'd be kind of dope. Okay, anyway, I got sidetracked. Give it another texture. This texture is one that, if I add an image, texture, boom, boom, open, videos. Can each TV have their own? That's what I'm working on right now. Each TV having its own texture. That's exactly what I'm working on right now. And if we go to emission and we put that texture, this is obviously like a grouped thing. Oh, because I Alt D'd. Alt D is the exact duplicate. Alt D is an exact duplicate. So what I do to one TV is automatically going to happen to all of them because I did Alt D instead of Control C, Control V. Let me go back here. Y'all bear with me. We're going to select these TVs. Yeah, man, yeah. So we're going to go to all the televisions. And I am going to, I got to delete those joints. X, right? And I'll bring in one TV. And I got to put this back where I had it. So that way it's like, I think it was on the wall. We started off on the wall. We rotated on the, what axis? Z axis. Yeah, it's just upside down now. So let me, all right, and then bow, GZ, kind of rotate it. And what I would do is I would do Control C, Control V. Wait, Control C, Control V. Boom. Now, this is going to let me know if the textures are going to be the exact same with Control C versus Alt D. So, if I go here, and I change this from that to what did we do last time? I'm kind of confused. What did we do? We did the TV screen, open, videos, just one of them from today. And our emission is there. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. Duh. Bring the emission back down. Okay, where's the video? Repeat. Oh, it's on frame 1. I'm doing something wrong. 1 second. I did something wrong. All right, so it starts off there. Mapping, change it from texture back to point. Then take the color back to that. It's kind of odd. Multiply. Because with no texture, let me see. Will it just work if I just put in a regular texture? Regular image texture, deleting the TV screen texture. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. So you got to delete the original TV screen texture. Yeah. And then, got it. All right. Now let's make sure by doing this one, delete the original TV screen text. Yeah. Yep. We got it. Add the texture. New. Shift A. Image texture. Color to color. Open. Videos. Boom. Something different. And then cyclic. Auto refresh. Add some frames in that joint. And turn your emission. Now this one didn't do it. Because what are we missing? What am I missing? Why this one didn't do it? I'm missing something. Let me undo. All right, so the screen comes in. What am I? Oh, point. Wait, no, that's not it. We completely deleted. I thought we did. I thought we completely deleted the TV screen texture. Videos. Oh. Cyclic, auto refresh. I'm not seeing. Is it too high? Is it? That one's static. From what I remember, I thought we just deleted, or did we just add one and then delete it? New. I thought we just added a new texture from the last one. That's what I remember. Image texture, color to color. Open. Videos. Maybe instead of color, we'll go straight to the emission. Let's see. Emission. Nope. That didn't work. Pre-multiplied. Surface all. I don't know. This one's blowing me. I don't get it. Wait. Y'all, is this TV? Nah, it's there. It's right there. It's literally right there. So, what did we do different? Just backtracking and thinking, what did we do different between these two TVs? what did we do different? Because if I bring a second TV in, uh-oh, that's too big. If I bring another one in, if I deleted this, and if I added a texture, excuse me, if I added a texture and I went to color, open, videos, recording, open, cyclic, auto refresh, frames. So I'm obviously deleting the wrong thing. That's what that tells me. I'm deleting the wrong thing. If I go to TV glass, Shift A, I didn't go to TV glass on the other one though. I know I didn't. Shift A, base color. See, that's a group thing. I don't want to do nothing grouped. I don't want to do nothing grouped. Huh. That's odd to me. I don't know. Did y'all see something? Did y'all see something I did different? I don't think I saw what I did different at all. I don't think I saw what I did any different. I don't think I saw anything that I did different. This one's playing. That one's playing. And I think now oh, wait, okay. Hold on a second. TV screen, blue. Let me see, recording. RECORDI, boom. Okay, so that worked. And instead of plugging it through the color, plug it to the color. Oh, but that's also the same recording. I did that by accident. So let's try this one. Yeah, that worked. Okay, and this is the one that I used? Okay, I used 6. Okay, cool. I'll just use 6 then. I'll just use 6. I guess 6 is the one we're supposed to be using, I guess. I don't know. GX. We got that one. And let's see. Control C. Control V. Slide it up. Let's change this one. And now put it on that one. Okay. They changed. They different. They different. We might got it. We might got it. And honestly speaking, I think the scene is actually going to be pretty dope. I think it's going to be pretty dope. I can't lie to you. Slide that right in front of the, what's the name? That's the actual screen. We want that with the TV. That's supposed to be. Did we have something on the first screen? Yeah, we did. So why is it not moving? I mean, why is it? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, we just have to do that. Okay, cool. All right, that one there. This one there. These are in the wall, correct? See, these got to be in the wall. Let me light it up because I can't see. There we go. I was about to say, what happened to the footage that I was projecting? Yeah, these got to be in the wall. So let me, I don't know why this screen keeps coming off. This one is like ungrouped for some reason. There we go. We got it. But it's in the wall, right? Yeah, it's in the wall. Gotcha. These ones are kind of behind the wall. We need to bring them to the, well, it's transparent anyway, but let's bring them to the front. It's transparent anyway, but we'll bring them to the front. All right, that's 2 TVs. And so Control C is the way to do it. And then, so in order to change the texture, each TV have its own texture. Control V, and then just change the actual image, disconnect it from the color ramp, and plug it directly into the emission. That simple. I think I made it a little bit harder on myself than it needed to be. Especially with this one. This one don't got no emission at all. But it does now. All right, let's go back here. And what did we have? Thought we had something for this one already. Recording. All right, we got that. We got that. We need this one, maybe. Yeah, see, it's kind of finicky. It's kind of finicky. It's kind of finicky. Yeah, but I like it. I like it if we, you know, if I can get it to Control C, Control V, and then just change the recording on this one to, okay. And so what it does is it basically just, the one you control, the one you're actually like copying it from, when you change the image, it changes the one that you copied it from, not the one that you copied. Cool, got it. I don't really care why it does that. At the end of the day, I just want the scene done. So I'm going to continue to kind of build out with those steps in mind. With those steps in mind. So let me rotate. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's Control C, Control V. And see, Alt D is something that I typically use to save VRAM, or, you know, to save space so I don't, you know, crash Blender. But with this being such low geometry, you know, I think it'll be straight. So if I just go here and change to, let's try this one. Yeah. 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 And then, oh, it already came with the frames. It already came with the, oh, well, I don't want the offset. I don't think we want the offset, do we? Oh, snap. That's the wrong thing. Oh, give it the frames. There we go. Give it the frames it needs. And then it already comes on repeat. So pre-multiplied, and you can see the TVs are playing. Let me see if I can, if I turn off, well, they don't, yeah, we can see the TVs are playing. I think I got to do the frames on these. What did I do different with this? Let me go to my timeline, because it's on this specific clip is only 690 frames, and that was my problem right there. That it didn't have enough headroom. But yeah, each one of these clips, they got their frames. Let me see, frames. Go ahead, you got your frames. We'll do about 100 of that one because we can still. 0. So basically that's the big thing. Make sure that when you change the video on each TV screen that you also give them enough frames to go ahead and start playing. And now we got 1, 2, three videos playing. So this one has it. Let's see what's going on. All right, we got the .444. We'll go in. This should have been, because I gave it the texture, so the image sequence. Yeah, that's it. Whatever, we got there. All right, we got 3 TVs playing right here. And it's going to be a lot. It's not going to be this blurry, right? You got to understand this is cycles. So, you know, cycles is... All right, there we go. 4 TVs playing. And if we do Node Wrangler, usually, yeah, it comes with this like reload button that'll show you exactly how many frames are in each clip. So like if I click here and then I go to Node, or what is it? Node Wrangler, or is it Node? It's Node. And then click refresh. Now I got all 536 frames in that one. If I go here, this one says 461. It's really 553. This one says 1, and it's really 470. This one says 190, and it's really 190. So all of them should be playing. Now we got all videos playing on all TVs. So as far as this is concerned, though, let me do that here too, because I want to make sure that cyclic auto refresh image sequence. All right, cool. So it should be starting from, there's like a 39 something offset. How many frames did it say my main video is? 444? That's what we need then. 444. 444. And I won't see that pink. It won't go, you know. But yeah, we got all the videos playing. Now we're going to really stack these TVs up and get them back how we had them at first. We got them all separated, all playing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start shape, like, you know, kind of putting them where we want them, sizing some up. That joint on the floor. This one can look a little cattywampus like that. This one I'm gonna have like in the middle, stacked on top of another one. That's cool. So we'll grab this one and we'll click Control C. Oops, messed up. Control C, Control V. Slide it over. Slide it over. So I'll put this one over here. That's how that one's sitting up. I will, whatever's on this one is probably not going to show because I'm going to be standing in front of it. So I can honestly leave the same video. I'm going to be standing in front of it. So we can take this one, size it up, bring it down, bring it over, about yay. Bring this one forward, about yay. And see that spotlight kind of really shines and shows like it shows like the edges of the TV, which make it, that's what makes it like look a little bit more cinematic to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I will eventually turn up the emission on these TVs because I don't want it to be a dark scene. I want what's on these TVs to actually show. So Let me see. What I'll do actually is I'll bring up the power on that joint a little bit more. Maybe that's a little too much. Bring the power back down some. And let's go to the camera view. I don't know what happened to that one plane that I had with me on it, but mesh plane, person layer, right here. Oh, I deleted it because I said we was gonna go back in and fix it inside of DaVinci, but we need it as a reference for right now. So let me see. From 38 to 2481, emission, linear clip. Bring it upward, size it up. Cyclic, node wrangler, node. Yes, 444. All right, let's get this aligned. Yeah, we'll fix that banding in a second. I just want to get the scene lined up first. So feet showing. Let's line the feet up about right here. That looked pretty life-size to me. Yeah. Yeah. I said we making some progress. I said we making some progress. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I do want to get this one on the floor though. So GY gotta actually be smaller than the TVs and get him like actually there. Like, that, first of all, the emission is too low. I'll be able to see it if I turn the emission up some. All right, so where is the other one? Oh, we might have a small problem. The problem that we might be having is that I'm on a 50 millimeter. I shot this on a 24 millimeter. So if I change that to 24, yeah, I'm gonna go back to 50. I'm not redoing that. I'm not redoing that. Nah. We're gonna keep that at the good old 50. The 50. You understand me? And we'll rotate this bottom plane upward to kind of look like it's touching his feet. Not that far. About yay. And then maybe shift W and move out some, but not too much. About yay. And then I don't necessarily have to be bigger than the TVs. It just has to be a lot of them. I don't necessarily have to be bigger than the TVs. It just needs to be a lot of them. So, it's that denoising that make it so blurry. But then you got all the fireflies when you don't use the denoising. Let's try optics. Where did all that come from? The red and all that. That's crazy. What is that? Is that on y'all screen? Do y'all see that? What is that? Okay, let me turn off. Yeah, let me turn off optics. Let me go back to open image. Because optics is not working. Alright, so we got that. Let's get some more Bro. Accurate. What is this? What in the world is that? What is that? Oh my God. What is that? Wowzers. Okay. Not gonna worry about it. Just gonna. Couldn't load frame 2012. I really didn't ask you to. So this one starts at. Let me see. Plane. That's the floor. That's the ground plane. All right, this one starts at 2037, so this one should start at 2037. Yeah, it's starting at 2006, 2037. There we go. And I would love to do this in EV, but EV doesn't show the screen, the TV screens. This is EV right here. The EV doesn't show the TV screens. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Works a whole lot faster and more real time than cycles, but it just doesn't show. Could it be because I need to go here and change it to EV? I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. Because next thing you know, it'll be messed up in cycles. I'm not finna do that. I'm not about to do that. All right, so we'll just have to turn off. Actually, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna file, save as, and we'll save it as TV scene, and we're gonna save it on my desktop and we'll close, and then we'll reopen. And I'm almost wondering, would this scene be better off in 5.0? Because 5.0 is more optimized for NVIDIA. Because what are these fireflies? Somebody tell me. Copy. Open 5.0. I'm gonna drop the scene in here and see if it changes. Open up 5.0, general, and paste. 0. Change my clip value. And change my clip value here. See if everything came through. Compiling EV engine shaders. Yeah, EV ain't good at all. But it's also not showing up in cycles in 5.0 either. Okay, yeah, so 5.0 was a bust. 5.0 was a bust. And I can always go back into the garage and like stand in front of a green screen and like reshoot like the shot of me like I'm looking at the screens. That's always like, you know, I can always redo that. But you know, like I said, the main thing is to kind of get this stuff copied out and especially once I start to add some camera movements. My bad. Especially once I start to add some camera movement, some camera motion, definitely will make a lot more sense to me at that point in time, for sure. Actually, let's see what this would have looked like if I had because if we start the camera like way back there, do I got shoes on this one? I do. I got shoes on, so I can bring that camera down. Shift W, come back some. Feet touch the ground. A little bit lower. There we go. Gotta have a TV. Size that joint down. Gotta have a TV right there for the and I'm almost wondering would the light look better instead of coming down? Like would the light look better if it was behind the TVs? Let's see, if we bring this light up, right? And then we bring the light back and then turn up the power just a tad. No. If I gave the light a little bit of color, no. So let's try it directly behind the TVs. turn up the, oh yeah, that's way more cinematic. That's way more cinematic. All right, let's GY back out just a little bit. GZ scale down. Closer to the camera so we can give the illusion of depth. And what we'll do is because I messed with the light, we'll go default on the light color, and default on the light color. We need to put these bottom ones on the ground. Now, it would have been sweet to figure out if I could have done this in Unreal Engine. I've never tried, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but it would have been sweet to find out if I could have. Would have been sweet to find out if I could have. So let me see. Okay, we got one there. Let's put this one on the ground. Slide it over. That look kind of decent. Put this one. On the ground. This one. There. This one there. And by strategically like placing these TVs, like we could have like little light rays kind of like shining through. So that's cool. That's always a good thing. You can actually scale that middle one down. I know I got 3 TVs with the same image on them. I know I'm going to change them up though. All right, let's slide this one over like that. Okay, cool, cool. Maybe we'll bring this bottom one up a little bit. Kind of rotate that one. Move this one over. Let some light come through. Scale it down. Control C, Control V. Move that one there like that. Turn it this way. All right, let's keep working this out. Let's keep working this out. Maybe this one could be just a tad bit smaller. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. Maybe the emission of them joints is crazy though. I'm almost thinking that light in the back come out of the fog some so you can be not as powerful. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that's about right. And then I can put a point light. Like right here. And go blue. Kind of see the blue coming through right there, but that's not how I wanted it. Is it under the ground? Golly. Oh yeah, it was under the ground. Okay, cool. Get it back. Behind the TVs. And then turn it down just a bit. Alright, we're working on something. We got it coming. Got it coming along. Got it coming along. And the more we like turn these TVs a little bit, the more like detail, like I like the way this bottom one looks. I don't want them to be so jam-packed together that you can't tell that they're actual TVs. You know what I'm saying? They can actually come out some. Like I'm not. This one like don't look like it's on the ground at all. Alright. This one, you can also come forward. I got an idea though. I got an idea. Cause like what if I get a quick, where's Fab at? Nah, Epic. Cause what if I get a hand model and what if I get a hand model from Fab? Library. Oh, dang, it was Fab. I missed it wrong. Okay, Fab. Hand model And I'll go price, free. Oh wait, I'm not in Fab. Hand model. Yeah, it's not. Hand. And if we find, okay, well, that's a little bit too cartoonish. Well, it won't matter. It's just more so about the actual like positioning of the hand. Like I want it to look like it's holding something. Like could we possibly use that? That's a receiving hand gesture. We want a giving hand gesture. See what we could do. We might be able to do something here. Because I got this idea. Oh, that's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet. 15 hand detail brushes. No, I don't want the brushes. I want the actual model. That one's kind of close. That one is close. That one is real close. Here, let me filter. Because I only want to show free products. I want to make this quick. Make this quick. This might work, man. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that one. We might this might work. Let me get a good look at it. Like because I want it to be angled. Like yeah, let's just download it. It's all good. I'll take it. It'll work. Formats, FBX. Format FBX should be in the library now, right? Or download manager. Let me see. Yeah. Turn me up in the headphones. It's like I don't do this out of egotism or none of that. Like I don't be thinking I'm nothing in this. So I don't be understanding like where the frowned up faces and then all the hatred be coming from. It's like it's Leon, you know me, but you still gotta respect me. That's all I ask of you. Wonder when they gon' realize that boy Lee different. No history in your city, I could really live it. While you still on the same side, I heard that's the lame side.
But really never mind, cause I'm just here on business. I move in a way that garners attention, that make y'all mad. I just want honorable mentions. It ain't all bad. What made you get in your feelings? Going outside, what made my passion offensive? I don't get it, I'm alone. I stayed in the trenches, no ceremony needed. I just got straight to the digits. Eating lobster in Toronto while looking for Drizzy. Did you miss me? Cause I just been giving you distance. But real talk, I said the number's still the same and the Wi-Fi good. But them FTs stop when your life get good. Said I would never drop names and how key I should. But I would rather keep it solid like a real one would. But if the shoe fit, take it to the head top. Don't be acting clueless. You know who the who is. I'm moving like I'm moving. I don't do it for acceptance or acknowledgement. But I get a kick out of the ones y'all be acknowledging. And I be staying out the way, cause the motive different. I guess they trying to catch a wave, but I'm really living. When did living life become a competition? I don't do competitions, I just stay in my lane.
One day.
Cause one day they love you and the next one they hate. Searching for silence,
Go to files. There we go. Okay, I can't find it. Source. FBX. Close that. Bring in the FBX.
I'm from a place where bridges don't burn and the homies don't change. Everybody wanna see you win. Where they love you to life instead of loving you to death, and everybody genuine. I'm from a place where the love don't change and the loyalty the same way. I said the love don't change, the loyalty the same. I guess I'm just an alien. Yeah. And it's like I'm definitely from somewhere like far away from here. Like I'm not even supposed to be here. Like I'm just a temporary resident. You know. And if I don't get too used to me, don't get comfortable. Yes. Take this light and bring it back. Bring it back over here.
I had this idea, but I wanted to, it's the lighting that we need. The cone needs to be, doesn't need to be wide. Sharp. There we go. Sharp. Now spray it out. And we'll probably move this TV. See how we make this look. See, we want that. See, I want that hand in there because it's almost like come back. Like, come on, like come back, right? I'll finish changing the textures on TVs in a second, but for right now, the hand is like come back. And then what if I animate it to where like the hand is like it's not there at first, and then it just like slowly like comes in, like come back, like yeah, that'd be crazy. All right, let's put these TVs around it. I changed the camera angle and everything. You said forget it, yeah. TVs. Stacked all the way up. Change the scale. That TV, no, it's too big. I didn't have to. I don't know why I made that one so big. Let's take this one. Move it. Yeah. See, now we're talking about a little bit of something. Now we're talking about a little bit of something. Talk about a little bit of something, huh? Let me get. Then add like little point lights in the background, like you see that blue point light is shining on the bottom of the hand. Yeah, man, this is gonna be dope. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Alright, let's get in here and put some point lights. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we trying, man. We're trying to get this right. Let's add another point light. And what goes good with turquoise or like a that bluish, you go directly across the way. Orange, so teal and orange. We'll put the orange like over here-ish, and turn the power. Right. We'll slide it backwards. Slide it a little further back, and then we'll put it, hide it behind the hand. It's like you'll see the light, but it won't be overbearing. Alright, cool. We got a hand, we got me, we got the TVs. Let me see what this would look like if I gave it just a little bit more power. Better than me, I ain't lying. So if we got that one right there, I don't know. Do I want that right there or do I want it up here? Yeah, we're going right there with it. We're going right there with it. So technically, did I project my footage for no reason? No, I didn't, because I can always come back and make that camera angle a thing. Like Blender, that's what I love about Blender, is that you can make your own camera angles. As long as you're filming on a tripod and you're shooting straight on, you can make your camera angles whatever you want it. And it's not going to skew, it's not going to warp. You'll have the shadows, you can hide certain elements. Yeah, all day long. Let's see, let's bring this floor, because it was tilted. So let me rotate X. So I can really take advantage of those shadows. Bring it down. Let me see what's this thing like. Rotate it too much. I'm gonna select everything. Select it all. I'm gonna bring it up off the floor. Now if I go 0, select the plane, I can slide the plane down some, and yeah, there we go. Shift W, camera, stay about right there. Boom. I can bring me backwards some, so I'm kind of like in the left third or right third, on the left third. Alright, what else we got? I'm almost wondering if this is like, turn your music down a little. Oh, snap. Music too loud? My fault. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What about now? Can you hear me? Said it was an echo when I talked. Okay. Should be smooth now. I'm almost wondering like what this light would look like if I had it coming here and then rotate on the Z axis. Better. Okay, bet it up. Which one looks better? Like, I feel like the hand looks a little bit more moodier where I had it. Yeah, I like where I had it. It looked a lot moodier. All right, we just got to stack a couple TVs. Stack a couple TVs. Push this one to the back. Actually, you could raise that joint up a little bit, because you'll never know. How would they know that it's not on the floor? How would they know? They'll never know. They'll never know. There's another TV right here that I didn't even see. Gotta lift that one up. Bring it forward. Now we could bring it down. We can kind of rotate that one down a little bit. Let me see. Let me see. I want the stacks to even out, so of course I want to put something under the hand. Boom. Boom. That hand, like, come back. Come back. Come on with it. Have it playing all the memories from that business. It's like, come back. Let's fix these. I feel like we need another light, so I'm gonna add another spotlight, and I'm gonna set that joint up over here. Bring it up. Bring it outside of the fog. Obviously still top down. Make the cone, oh, go back. I want the cone to be like real sharp. Real sharp. Let's turn the power up, turn the exposure up, 0. Now we gotta play with the angles. Let me see. R, Y. GX, GY. Yeah, it's not showing through that fog, so I gotta bring it in. Oh, how did it get over here? Wait. All right, I'm starting to see it now. Gotta come forward though. Bring it inward. There we go. Cone is too wide. Go. Let's rotate that. I want it to shine on the TVs a little bit. R, Z. Not on me. TVs. Bring it a little closer maybe. Bring it backwards. Not getting the exact movement of this joint the way I want it to be. Let me see. Maybe. What am I moving? Man, I'm moving the fog. Is the fog associated with this? I was not supposed to be moving the fog. Man, did I mess that up? No, I didn't. I was about to say. Not trying to move the fog. Can't get this light. So I'm gonna change it from a spotlight to an area light, and I'm gonna turn it down. Turn the exposure just about yay, and then we're gonna bring it behind the TVs. I think it's really this one that I want it to kind of showcase a little bit more. That little shine right there on top of the TV to show the body of it more. And then if I angle it down and tilt it just a little bit while bringing it over, it should also do the same thing to this one if I get it right. So let's make this, let's make that the orange. Yeah, let's make that the orange. We'll still keep that point light right there, but if I slide this one forward, yeah. Now you can see that that's actually a TV. Let's scoot it back, not just a screen. 16. Appreciate you, Nickies. Appreciate you, bro. Got the shadow right there. Yeah, that hand, man. It's like come back. Like, look, these is all the memories. Come back. Come back. Yeah. We're gonna make this one work. Now, as far as this thumb, I guess you don't really need to see the thumb. Man, that's fine. I'm not finna, yeah, I'm not finna mess it up. So let's scale this one down and move it over. It could be a littler TV, which also needs to look like it's actually sitting on, because it's not. So let's move it forward, bring it down. This is a second camera angle I might have to shoot. Let's see. Yeah, this is a whole second camera angle. I like this camera angle right here. Let's put this joint on the floor. Yeah, now they look like they stack. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's make sure the same thing is true on this side. Let's sit them down on the floor. Boom. I know I'm gonna have to rework that one. Make it like bigger or something. You know what? That light, that last light that I used, where'd it go? That last light. Spot. Point. Spot. I should have another light. Where are you? You in here somewhere. Point. Spot. It should be another spotlight. No, that was an area light. That's right. That was an area light. I'll just go find you. You're right here. It's name spot, but it's an area light. 0. Bring you up. Yeah. Bring you over. Yeah. Bring you over. And it'll kind of show the transition between the teal and the orange. It's like red pill, blue pill, right? Like you got the choice to either come back or not. So let me add another blue light over here the way that I did with that one. I think that would be a good thing to do. Let's actually... size this joint up. Right, matrix. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. All right, and so what I'll do is I will Control C, Control V, and then what I should just be able to slide it directly over. Yeah, it'll be orange in the meantime for right now until I change it to blue. But bring that here like that, and then we go here. It turned the wrong one blue. It always does the opposite. All right, so that's the one I copied. This is the one that's going to change. I'll just have to reposition. Rotate on the Z axis. There we go. Now let's turn it blue. All right. Well, I actually want the same color blue as this one. Yeah, same color blue. Now bring this one. We gotta reposition this. Maybe we'll take this point light and bring it down some. Or no, bring it up some so you can see the thumb. There we go. Now I can see the thumb. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the thumb. All right, so we got the TVs on each side. We got the hand coming through like, yo, come back. We got me standing there. Let's look and see what it would look like directly from the render region, which from the render region, it looks like where we at? Oh, render region. Okay. So I don't have to show my feet. I can come up a little bit on the camera angle and come right a little bit. Now I have myself in lower left third, which is cool. The hand not attached to anything, just like come back. This one right here looks a little odd to me. I can probably guarantee you that that's not sitting on the floor. So let me unclick render region. Yep, I knew it. That one's not sitting on the floor. Let's put that on the floor. And we can push it back and scale it up. And let's turn it a little bit. Why not? All right, let me turn off show cone on this light because I no longer need to show the cone. You know what? First of all, man, save as, because yeah, I'm not doing this again. I'm not. I swear to God, it crashed. I'm not doing this again. I promise you. I promise you. I'll be like, well, that was a good idea while I had it. It was a good idea while I had it. It was smooth for a good 24 hours. There we go. Showing that. What's this? Okay. GY. Bring it forward. Bring it here. Turn it. Oh, it's a whole nother TV right here. I'm like, what is that on the bottom of the hand? It's a whole nother TV. Bring that joint up. Bring that joint up. Then I can make this one smaller. Be a real small TV. Sitting on the floor. Bring you back. Bring you down. Matter of fact, you don't even have to be. Is that the one that was covering? Nope. Nope. So you can go back. Come to the right. Size it up. let's rotate on the, yeah, that one kind of turn that way. We'll take this one, put it here. The floor, bring it back. Oh, that's in the floor. Cool. They all playing something. I'm standing there. I'm moving. Yeah. Cool. 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 All right. Let's grab this light, and I'm gonna turn off show cone. Where is it at? Oh, right here. Show cone. Yeah. Don't show the cone. What are we missing in this scene? We missing something? I can't put my finger on it. We missing something? What are we missing in this scene? I would say depth, maybe? Depth? So if I Control C, Control V, depth, D-E-P-T-H, depth. Like TVs in the background, kind of like this one in the background. You say you don't know? It's not missing nothing, Nikki's? I could be tweaking. Am I tripping? Or is it missing something? You let me know. Tripping or not tripping? You let me know. Oops. He said it looks okay. All right, I'm gonna take this floor and I'm gonna give it a texture because that's the one thing we don't have. So I'm gonna go to bridge, and I'm gonna want some reflectivity from the reflections from the TV to the actual floor. So I need to give it a texture that's gonna have, you know, it's gonna be good at reflections. So if I go to maybe marble, M-A-R-B-L-E, marble is a good surface. Let's go to marble. And do we want to do marble or do we want to do wet concrete? Yeah, I think I want to do wet concrete. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the whole wet concrete look. Concrete. It's actually asphalt. A-S-P-H-A-L-T. And if we get rough or damaged asphalt, chip seal pavement is a good one too. Rough asphalt. Gonna do 4K resolution. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm happy with this because it changed. You know, it changed from just a static TV scene, just something we were putting together, to, you know, an actual scene where I could shoot multiple angles. You know what I'm saying? Shoot multiple angles and, you know, be able to, I don't know, make some good videos out of it. So yeah, Nikki said, I love it. Yeah, man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, so let's export this texture. Oh, snap, we got an error. Okay, couldn't send port over 2888. So we'll close it. And we'll reopen bridge. VFX Audi, what's going on? That's over on TikTok. VFX Audi, what's the good word? All right, so let's see if we can find it again. It was asphalt. and it was, oh, right here. Let's see if it'll work. No. File, edit, export settings. We already got the plugin. I don't need to download the plugin, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Export settings. Export target is Blender. Please check log for details. It's always something. It's always something. All right, so I'm gonna save this. I think you gotta close it and open it together. So we'll close it. We just saved it. We're gonna close it. And then we're gonna also close Bridge. I think I did that already. All right, let's reopen Bridge first and then Blender. Quite naturally, I think Blender is gonna come up first. Got 2 instances of Blender open. That's not good. All right. There we go. 1 instance of Blender. We bring the scene back. And let's open up Bridge. Boom. Let's go to asphalt. Didn't want to have to type the whole thing in. Rough asphalt export. Export successfully. Simple. All right. Let's light the scene. And let's give this ground its texture. New. And it should be in here if I type asphalt. Rough asphalt. Boom. Now that's an asphalt texture. Let's also, while we're at it, we need to give it a subdivision surface modifier. So we'll tab into edit mode and we will subdivide, 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 and go over to modifiers, search subdivision surface modifier, simple, adaptive subdivision, back to object mode, and we will click apply. Now to get this to look like a wet texture, Shift W, I might come down just a little bit. Oh no, yeah, there we go, just a little bit on the camera. To get this to look like a wet texture rather than some rough concrete, y'all know my favorite trick. We're gonna go to unsplash, or I don't know why. Yeah, anyway, y'all know what I meant. Anyway, and we'll go to wood, and we'll find some wood with some crazy details to it, kind of like, this is pretty cool, kind of like this one. And we'll download it. Once we download it, we go to the, yeah, Nikki said, I remember, yep, for sure. We'll go over to the roughness, and we're gonna unplug that. Actually, no, we can keep it. I'm just gonna change it out for the actual texture that I just downloaded, which is here, open. And it's not looking, let me see if it's looking, oh yeah, it looks wet. That's a whole nother camera angle. It looks wet, but only in like certain areas though. Let me see if I gave this a little bit more on the mid-level. What about on the scale? So I want it to look, this camera angle is so far away anyway that you won't be able to see it, but I mainly did it for the next camera angle, which will probably be something from like over here. Probably be looking at it from like right here. So that's cool. All right, we got that. And I am going to just kind of take the visibility of myself off of here for a second, and then I'm going to see what the rendered image would look like if we rendered it at, and this is how I get my previews. So I'll render it at, let's say we did 0.05. Oh no, we could do 1. That's fine. We could do 1. And we did 600 samples. I like my light paths to be full global illumination. It's gonna be a lot of fireflies. Why is my samples up here at 1024? That should be at like 50 at the most. And simplify. That takes away my subdivisions. I don't really want that. And let's see. Oh, I think I had depth of field on here. I need to turn that off. I think I had depth of field on here. Oh no, I don't. Okay, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right, let's see what that would look like. Let's see what that would look like. Render image. Render image, 600 of those samples. And this is going to be crazy just trying to get this preview. I forgot that I'm actually streaming at the same time that I'm trying to render that. Yeah, that might not work. That might not work. That might not work. Yeah, that's not going to work. It might. I don't know. Let's go to the clay view. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Y'all can still see me though. He said, "Oh no." I think it should, man. It should. I just don't. I don't see why it wouldn't kick in. It should. All right, we're in the clay view. Clay view takes some overhead off of the GPU. We loading. Yeah, it's rendering. It's rendering. It's rendering. Just had to get to that clay view. All right, I meant to take myself out of here. I'm gonna give this hand a texture. It can't be gray. It can't be gray. That's not gonna work. And I meant to take myself out of the scene, so I should have clicked unrender. What texture should we give the hand? Let's give the hand a texture. Let's give the hand a texture. Should the hand be like a marble? The hand should be, let me see, textures. Let's go here. Surfaces. What are surfaces? Surfaces. Let's give the hand a texture. It needs work. So if we gave the hand a texture, it could be stone. We could do like a stone. We could do a concrete, make it look like it's kind of almost falling apart. He said render off stream. I feel you. Marble. He said marble for sure. Let's try marble. All right, let's try marble. Marble. Yeah, let's go with that first one. I like this one. I like this one. And I know it's probably it probably doesn't need 4K, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Export. And for the hand, we will give it a image texture. Boom, boom, and then we will, wait, is it an image texture? No, it's not an image texture. It's new, and what was it called? Marble? Marble. I swear I just... Oh, yeah, Nero Marquina. That's a heck of a name. Hey, what's your name? Nero Marquina. Good Lord. Never mind. Never mind. Nero Marquina. Now it looked dark. Definitely looked dark. Definitely looked dark and moody. Got a little metallic to it too. Looks dark. It looks dark. Huh. My only question is the light bright enough for you to be able to identify that? If we did depth of field and we focused only on the hand, clay view or wireframe view. I'm sorry, I got to check this out one more time. Render image. I got to check that out one more time. Okay, the hand don't look bad. The hand don't look bad. It's not the hand that I'm worried about no more. I'm not worried so much about the hand as much. Not as much. Now I'm more so worried about camera optics. Ooh, the ground kind of look good too. It don't look wet, but it look good. Man, that ain't no bad scene, man. That ain't no bad scene. I'm rolling with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm rolling with it. That's a W. That's a W in the chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a W for the day. Yeah. We gonna composite me into it. Yeah, that's a W. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's a W. All day long. All day and tomorrow. That's a W. I ain't gonna lie. That is not, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm right here too. Yeah. Let's see if I can give myself a little bit of... Where would I go? Right here. Give it a little bit of... We gotta get these TV screens together. I forgot, but yeah, we're gonna knock that out right now. How many other screen recordings did we have? Let's see. That one. I think we got that one already. We don't got this one. Open that one up. Refresh the frames. All right, what else we got? This one needs to be changed. What we got? We did that one. We ain't did that one. Let's add that in there. Set the frames. This one needs to be changed. What we got? I think we did do this one. We didn't do that one. Yep. Let me get the frames. This one needs to be changed. I gotta have one more. It gotta work. I just need one more. One more. Oh yeah. This one can be split because remember it was crazy. 1,519 frames. I'm gonna start at frame 600 and something on that one. What's going on here? Start at frame 1, right? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is showing in the background. So I'm wondering, should the hand be out of focus, or should the... I'm thinking the hand should be out of focus. I can reshoot myself on green screen. Yeah, I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with that. Yeah, I'm rolling with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, I think the next thing to do, and I'm not gonna be on here very much longer, but I am gonna go ahead and start to set up that second camera angle, because why not? Right? Let's set this new camera as the active camera. And maybe this will be the one that kind of like animates and shows like what's on the screens. So like we'll have a camera angle over, hold on, invalid value, CUDA Q, and yeah, I don't know what that means. All right, so we saved it, save as. It's telling me that it's almost time to get off. Almost, but almost don't count. So we're going to reload that joint because I want to get that second camera angle before I take it back to DaVinci. So, and we need to add some camera motion to the first camera. It needs to kind of like be floating in space like it's, you know, it's a spectator. All right, let's close that. 0. Nikki's 25 said, nice. Appreciate it, man. All right, that's the first camera angle. All different videos, except for these two. I'm really not too concerned about one or two of them playing the same video. Like, honestly, oh yeah, we didn't add this one. All right, second camera angle. Shift A, camera. I'm gonna go to the clay view so there's no confrontation between what I'm doing and what I'm trying to get set up. All right, so the light is operating coming this way, so I should be on the opposite side of it, but I want to see what it looks like right here. Don't look bad to me. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's when I get the CUDA error when I do that. So yeah, I don't think I gotta restart. I just think I gotta reload through here. Yeah. Yep, there'll be a camera angle where I'll walk in from here. Walk in from here. Yep, that'll be cool, but I want to kind of shift W. What is this focal length? This is a 50 millimeter? No, we need something better than that. We need like a 85 gives real depth, shallow depth of field. So we'll do an 85 and we'll back out. And have that joint about like here. Tighter focal lengths, man. Yeah, and this camera can kind of be animated a little bit. Let's back out. Let's come in some. Let's try and see what it looks like if we come in. Do we want a hero shot? Like hero shot would be down and up, down angled up. Oh yeah, this is on the side of the TVs. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Shift W. Let's try the hero shot. Down. ground. That's too far. And up. And maybe that one needs to be 4K. So 3180 by 2160. Yeah, I needed a, wait, it's 3840. It's 3840. 3840 by 2160. 3840 by 2160. I think that's right. I think that's right. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I forgot. Yeah, that's a nice angle. That's a nice angle. If we clock it to render region, I could zoom out just a little. I could zoom out just a little. I might, man, that's a nice camera angle. Shift W. Zoom out just enough to get that hand. Come down, back out. Lift up. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay, let's try. We was at 85. Let's try 75. That marble, man, is black, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. 85 again. All right, 85 right here is smooth. 85 right here is smooth, especially if it's animated. I'll keep that one. That's camera angle number 2. I'm gonna name that cam angle 2. And could possibly get one more. How about we get one where it's right over the hand, right over the TVs. Now I'll set the origin right here. Shift A. Camera GZ, come on up here. Set active camera, Shift W. Trying to get the right angle. I think it should be from the hand. Uh-oh. Let's see what that look like. No, that's not gonna work. Too bright. We're supposed to shoot into the camera anyway. So what if I'm at? What if I was on this side of it? What if I was by the thumb on the opposite side of the light and just kind of top down, but like here with it. Let me see. Let me see. Denoise. Where the denoise are at? Nah. Okay, now this ain't bad. If we give it a 16 millimeter, like a 16 millimeter to make it look larger than life. So we do a 16 millimeter lens, and then we shift W, come all the way in. Yeah, that look like a long way down. Don't fall. That look like a long way down. I think I might keep that. Let me see, GZ. Let me see, Shift W, GZ. And if we give this some depth of field and we say don't focus on the hand, focus on the TV screen, and then we drop the focal length down to like, yeah, I like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that. That's a decent one. Let me kind of angle it a little bit more, see what else we could get with it. Probably get a couple multiple angles. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. It's focusing on the videos, not really focusing on the hand. See, all of these are going to be animated, so it's like it makes no sense for me to. I'm fighting with this camera angle right now. We need more TVs, that's all. I'll keep that right there. And yeah, that's another camera angle. So, all right, y'all. I think I'm gonna get ready to hop off. I'm gonna do some rendering, do some compositing later on. But for right now, I'm gonna jump off. You know, I gotta turn it up. Gotta end with the closing music. But yeah, I plan on being back on later. So if you've been kicking it with me, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming to kick it with me. We learning out loud. Man, W's in the chat for VFX, man. W's in the chat for CGI. W's in the chat for DaVinci Resolve and Blender, man. You know, so this is what we do. This is what some of us do. You know what I'm saying? So major shout out to everybody that came to kick it. I enjoyed kicking it with y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed kicking it with me. And yeah, I'll be back a little bit later. It is Leon. You know me.